Hey, Nathan and Owen. So yeah, sorry you guys are in quarantine. Sorry we can't see you. I'm making this video. I do want to touch base with you during class anyway, but I want to show you this video as well. Just real quick, just about using Onshape. I'm exploring, I'm going into it. There's a video already posted in Google Classroom doing this figure right here. I believe it's 8-31 in SolidWorks. Now, I want you guys to do it, but I want you guys to do it in Onshape, okay? Onshape, basically it's an online kind of like SolidWorks. It was two employees that used to work for SolidWorks. They don't work there anymore. They made their own online one, and it's free for students if you do the education one. So you do have to log in, stuff like that. And so I'm just going to Google Onshape. Don't go on .com. Go for education. Oh, I did something wrong. And go here. Make sure it says Onshape Education. If you just try Onshape Professional, you'll only get it for 15 days. But if you do the Onshape Education, you get it for, I don't know how long. I think it's at least a year. Um, but yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Go ahead down here, enter in your stuff. When you do your email address, I prefer you use your Holland Christian email address. That just makes it easier if we need to share stuff. Obviously, right here, you would go with student. I already went in as an educator, and you're in high school. Okay. So I do ask you to do that to make an account. Looks like it's onshape.com/education hyphen plan. So I appreciate you doing that. I would like to just spend a little time. We're going to do that figure right there. The figure is this guy right here. Okay. Now it's on Google Classroom where you can see it. I took a picture of it and threw it on my phone just to reference while making stuff. So, yeah, I hope this goes well. Feel free, of course, to email anytime you need any help at all. I'd be very happy to email you. Okay. All right, big thing. Create, that's what we're going to be doing. Create a document, and I'll just call this Nathan and Owen. Boom. And we're going to go ahead and we'll get the basics. Now, please forgive me if I'm a little bit rusty with this. I've only been playing around with this for for an hour now or so. So it's useful. It's doable, definitely. I think it has all the same tools as SolidWorks. The only difference is that I'm a little rusty at finding the different buttons and stuff like that. So, but I think you guys will be very forgiving. When we're in the classroom, obviously, we are going to use SolidWorks. Okay. All right. So, like I said, we're going to go ahead and make this figure right here. First thing you're going to do is go to Sketch. Now, there's two things. There's Sketches and there's Features. Okay. Sketches are 2D. Features are 3D. So you always sketch something in 2D and then you're going to make it 3 dimension to do a feature. All right, so sketch one, it wants to know what plane do we put it on. Our planes are, we can do a top, front, or right. In this case, I'm going to go on the top plane, okay? Now, moving around, if you want to zoom in, it's your wheel, scroll wheel. So zoom in, zoom out. Tilt stuff, use your right click, your right mouse button, and you can click stuff around to move it, okay? You could also click different areas of this box right here if you want to see the top or whatever it is, okay? So I believe I did click the top already. Yep, because sketch one is right over the top right there. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do a rectangle. Do make sure it's a corner rectangle. You can do corner, center, corner rectangle. Second thing, it is a good idea to get in the habit, that's the origin right here, of always, whenever you sketch something, Get in the habit of starting at the origin. That's really, really important. Now, I just noticed here, hopefully I don't have to redo it, but my units happen to be in inches. I do want to change that. So I'm going to go here, my document menu, and go to workspace units. And I'm going to change this one. Oh, that was not good. Change this one to millimeters. Okay. So let's see what that does. Okay, I think we're in millimeters now. We go down here, sketch 1. Okay, it's gonna look, just to make sure I'm on the right sketch. Yep, I'm looking straight down at it, so that's good. Okay, sketch 1, I'm gonna hit edit. I thought I was editing it, but obviously I got out of it when I went into my document menu. This right here is dimension. You will see in SolidWorks that's called Smart Dimension. Now, if I look at my figure, I'm going to take this one right here, that line, and I'm going to make it 114 millimeters. And this side here, it looks like it is 57 millimeters right there. Okay, so we got the basic layout. I'm going to go ahead, hit the green check to make it so. Move it a little bit to the side. Now we're going to go here. We're going to go to extrude. Okay, in SolidWorks, when you use it, it's going to say extrude boss base. This one just says extrude. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull it up. Blind means you're going to pull it up just a certain distance, and the distance that we are going to pull it up is going to be 19 millimeters. So I'm going to go ahead, hit that. Oh, it's not sure what to do, what to pull up, so I think I better click in there. Now it's like, okay, that's what you want me to pull up. Sounds good. We'll do it 19 millimeters. I'm going to hit the check, and we are good to go. So all we did is we made a box and we put it up 19 millimeters. I'm finding these planes here to be annoying, so I'm going to right click on it, and I could hit hide all planes. I'm just going to hit hide front plane. I'll just try hide all planes. Yep. And so we hid all the planes now. We can get them back now later on if we need them. We're not going to need them, but we can get them back later on if we need to. Next thing I would like to do is I'm just going to lop off this corner right here. Okay. Looks like it's 38 this way by 16. So I'm going to do another sketch. Once again, always sketches are 2D, features are 3D. I'm going to click right on this, and it says, okay, you're sketching right on the face of Extrude 1, which is perfect. Okay, I'm going to grab another rectangle. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, go from this corner, get it ish close enough. Do a little smart dimension, take this line right here, and we're going to make that one 38. Looks like I was about 10 millimeters off. Now, I'd like to try something. I could click on this line right here, drag it off, and make that one 16, or let's see if this works. Click on this line to that line. Yep. And so it's saying from here to there, we want that to be 16 millimeters as well. Okay, so we have a nice little corner. If we take a look at our figure, this corner right here, that is what we are lopping off. Okay, now once again, I'm going to go to extrude. Now this is a little bit different on SolidWorks. Here you have to go to extrude and then remove. Okay, extrude and then cut it out. On SolidWorks, it's a separate button. You got an extrude button to make stuff, to add material, and then a extrude cut to get rid of material. Okay, I hope it's not too much of a transition for you once you get back into using SolidWorks. Okay, all right. Now saying blind, and you want to cut off 25 millimeters, you know what? I really don't care how much I cut off, so I'm just going to hit through all. And that's just like, it'll just cut it off forever and ever. Amen. So that's a good start to it. We lopped off that corner right there. Take a look at the figure. Next, I'm going to build this up right here. Now I'm going to build it up all in one block. And then once again, I'm going to lop this little guy here off. It's the width of the thing, 19 millimeters right here. So let's go ahead here. Once again, we're going to do another sketch right there. Corner rectangle, hit it from the corner down, make sure that line turns orange. Now, one thing you want to make sure, if I keep going along here, I'm going to hit a midpoint at some point in time, and that's good, but you want to make sure that you don't hit that midpoint. Once you hit that midpoint, if that thing is highlighted orange, you're going to anchor it in there. And later on, you're not going to be able to move this at all. So go ahead and make it. Smart dimension it. From here to there, we want that to be 19 millimeters. Bam, right there. And we are going to pull it up. This whole thing is 13. This base was 19, sorry, 38. 38 minus 19 is 19, at least when I was growing up it was. So let's go to extrude. And yep, it took a guess. Yep, that's what we want to pull it up. And I believe we want to pull it up 19 millimeters. And that just did it pretty good right there. Okay. All right, I like that angle a little bit better. Zoom out, zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and lop this corner off. So I'm going to do a sketch. Now I should also say, if at any point you want to change something, like you made something, you decide you didn't like it, you can right click on it and go to edit. Like if I didn't like something I made in sketch 2, I can just right click, go to edit, and I could change any of those dimensions. That's really important when you're designing your own stuff. If you do something and you want to change it, or even if you do something, you 3D print it off and it doesn't work, you can always change any of that stuff, right? You're gonna do a sketch. I'm gonna do it on this face right here. Grab a rectangle, knock about that off right there. Grab this line. Let's make, oh, I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna hit escape. Now I do have to get rid of that, so I'm gonna click that dimension and hit delete. If you take a look at the figure, it's 28. I did this one right here, and I could do math to figure it out. I'm just going to lop off 28 here. So what I am going to do instead, oh, right there, yep, I'm still on smart dimension. I'm just going to go from here to there and make that one 28 right there. Okay, so we got that. The height of this thing is 13 millimeters. So that's what we want to lop off. We like it, hit the green check. Extrude, we don't want to add, we want to remove. And once again, I'm just going to go ahead and say through everything, bam. Oh, it did not know what to do, so it didn't do anything. So I'll still do through all, and then I better hit the thing that I want taken out. So go ahead, hit that. So it's looking pretty good. We are definitely getting there. We only have one thing. Oops, you don't want that. We only have one thing left. I want this circle right here. Looks like it's 28 millimeters in from the side, 57 millimeters in from the end. So let's go ahead here, do a sketch, a little 2D guy. Once again, right there. Center circle, we're going to go ahead. Now, keep in mind, if I do it here, and it's going to be wrong, I'm going to do it just, to see what happens. But if I make the center of my circle right there, I just anchored it in with this midpoint, which is going to give me troubles later on, okay? That symbol right there, that means diameter. Oh, how nice, look at that. It's probably because the rest of my family's on computers too, and this is kind of driven online. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. Boom, a little bit big. We only want it to be 22 millimeters. And now this is a little bit different with SolidWorks as well. Here, You have to make sure if you're dimensioning to the middle of a circle, you go middle of a circle to a line that you want. You can also dimension from the outside of a circle to a line